And yeah, I think we're live.
Shannon, tell us if you can hear us, if there's any latency.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 4:15, but it's October 12th, 2023, Canoga Park, California. We are in the up and coming 2LaneLIVE studio, which we are still working on. For those of you that missed last week's, we had a little bit of latency. We may or may not have that today, so bear with us. Enjoy the show. This episode is brought to you by EagleRider Motorcycle Rentals and Tours. You want to take a trip, you want to get a little far out somewhere, take a plane, take a truck, whatever, hop on the bike, save some money, book a trip using the EagleRider tab at 2LaneLIVE.com. Anyway.
Well, speaking of that, the drop that you just put out reminded me of the EagleRider tour that we did in Canada, because we kind of broke those up a little bit.
Yep.
I can't tell you how beautiful, and what that reminded me of, that ride. That whole trip was just insane riding, was it not?
It was great. Now, I was just going to say, hey, if you're watching this and he just said what he said, go back and check our drop yesterday. Those are EagleRider bikes. And when we do trips that are certain distances, we have to fly to them, we'll use the EagleRider, and it's great. It's a great alternative.
Badger Biker says it sounds good.
All right. I like Badger Biker.
Got some good vision. I'm like,
yeah.
Now, who was Shannon that you said check this out?
He's riding with Yogurt.
But we haven't,
he doesn't want to come over.
He doesn't come over anymore. He
was actually wanted to come to our live, and
I saw him on the freeway yesterday morning.
You see him a lot.
I do.
You do see him a lot, you know.
So
he's here. There it is.
Let's get into a little bit of newness, right? If you haven't seen, we put out on our story that we're having an open house. Going to be here November 4th, something like 12 to 4 or whatever. We'll have a taco guy here. What's Jesse's? The Taco Man?
Taco Loco.
Taco Loco.
Shannon says he's coming over tomorrow.
Okay, great. I think Ralph was going to maybe make some chili, so that'll be cool. I think the Thrashin boys will be here. The new builds will probably be here.
Yeah, we're going to have some product. We're going to have a lot of different giveaways as well to give away to people that show up and party with us.
Yeah, all of our sponsors they're thrilled. We've sent them pictures. The inside of this place is looking great. We have a couple more things to do. Should be done by grand opening. But it's great. We've had a lot of people come in, sit down, and use the Rider Lounge. It is a destination point. We've seen a couple groups that didn't know each other sitting in there, talking, exchanging phone numbers. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Hey, my mom and dad and sister came over and sat in our lounge today. Mm-hmm. And Galen put the coffee machine out. They all had some coffee. It was great. What is that you just took a shot of?
This is Stone. Oh, you mean apple?
The Sucker Punch hydration pickle shots. They're bomb. We got a fridge full of pickles, and these are just solid.
So what the guy yesterday, Josh, right?
Well, wait, put that down and then leave it so they can read it. There you go.
I think can't even see it. But the guy yesterday, right? I said, hey, can you come out and help? We had a bunch of customers.
In Long Beach. Yeah.
So he sees the pickles and he goes, can I have one of those? And I'm like, sure, man. So he looks at the different pack. He rips it open, eating these things, and then he slams it, and he's like, that was the best motherfucker pickles I've ever had.
Well, if you do miles, and this is not a sales pitch. We put a lot of miles in a lot of different weather. You get hungry, you get thirsty. We personally do take this stuff and eat some pickles, because pickles are great for hydration.
You know what I just realized too? If you wanted to have like an on-the-go pickleback,
yeah,
carry a little shooter, 1 ounce or 2 ounce of Jameson, and one of these,
and boom, you're done.
Jacket pocket, you're done, dude.
A sneeze.
Well.
But I'll tell you what. The reason we like this one. This is not a sales pitch, as you say. There are pickle juices that use a lot of different dyes and stuff.
Yeah.
And so if you think you're getting the real pickle juice, you're not. They use dyes and coloring. Yeah. This is not non-GMO. All of it, it's great. So it's very healthy. The company's very healthy. They have margarita mix. They have all these things.
I want to try that.
And our good friend Letitia Klein actually is working with them, and so we're hooking up with Sucker Punch, and we're going to sucker punch you.
Yeah. And we've been so busy. We got so much stuff to go. I don't know if you guys have checked out the Harley app. Well, we're doing some cool videos for the Harley app that show you trips you can take. That's a good thing to check out too. I mean, if you own a Harley-Davidson, you have an app, there's maps on it, there's all kinds of cool stuff. You get some benefits from it too. We dig it.
I think I need glasses.
Do you?
2LaneLIVE stickers. We have a sticker pack on.
Yeah, we do. And someone said that too.
Yeah.
Just to read the comments on the thing, I gotta jump over the camera. But yeah, let me check on this. Make sure someone's getting helped.
All right. Well, I'm stoked because we have new T-shirts coming out, and they're on the website now. We left one off because that's a special one, but
We'll unveil that at grand opening.
yeah, just keep checking that stuff out because we're pretty stoked about them. I think it's some of our best shirts yet.
And we got some new hats. I'm wearing one of the new styles. This is a silver stitch, really nice.
Yeah.
Those will also be up on the website here shortly. They're not up now, but the shirts are. Pre-order them. They should all be here no later than Monday. We'll get them out as soon as they come in.
Galen and I got to go to New Mexico and ride and do like a 3-day trip. And we hung out with the top brass from Harley and some really cool people that do some YouTube videos. And we went up into some mountain areas and places that were just so awesome. And we got to go to Yelkin's ranch. We learned a lot. And I'll just tell you guys this. I've heard a lot of different words out there. But the folks that are working at Harley and trying to make some really good stuff happen, they all ride. And they're into riding and they love riders. So I think you're going to see some cool stuff coming in the future about Harley and how they're into the riders that ride and the history of riding and the new people that are riding, all of us. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was an interesting weekend to say the least. There were only a couple of YouTube people. There were some other people we actually know, but John from Cycle Fanatics was there. Tall was there.
Queen Sid
was there, and Drew Little Pee-wee from down in Compton was there. We're going to he's coming up to the grand opening, it sounds like. And then if you don't know anything about him, look up his Instagram, 1903, Drew. I think it's Drew Harley or Harley Drew.
Harley Drew.
You can see all the stuff he does with inner city youth. We're actually going to see if we can figure out a way to get donations the day of the grand opening here and some way give him a check at some point to say, here's what all these people have donated.
What about the
great cause?
What about the brothers, the racers that do all the hooligan racing?
The Wymans?
No, not the Wymans. The racing team. The Wymans were there.
Yeah.
Great guys. We really love the Wymans. But the guys from Long Beach.
Yeah, they were fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, SM Racing.
I don't remember but they race anything.
I'm drawing a blank, but really great dudes.
Yeah.
So we had a good time.
Good times had by all.
Good times had by all. And we have
Don't go, you don't know.
more trips ahead of us. We got a few more videos we're going to lay out. I think we might even get to paint a desert before the end of the year, and we're going to share that with you guys as well.
Did you turn the AC on here? I'm losing it.
I thought it was on.
Maybe,
But you know what?
Maybe it has a shut off.
Get the
I
just
put it
lower
to 71.
lower that temperature, 68.
We did a cool ride. We went from here, jumped into Wrightwood, and then up to Big Bear. Spent the night there and came back down. So that was pretty fun just to get a weekender in. We will be doing something this weekend as well. We've got to do a couple things for Harley app as well as EagleRider app. So we've got a couple of just day rides to show kind of Southern California, some of the roads. And I personally haven't even been up to Mount Baldy. So I don't know if you've been up there.
Long time ago.
It's a ski resort too.
Yeah.
I mean, they were selling passes. When you start looking at stuff, guess what pops up on your screen? So now I'm getting advertised.
Right. But while we were up in Big Bear, there was a big ladies ride. Do you know the name of that?
What's that? I mean, I know we saw like 100 dudes on choppers.
That was the
something.
SDOC,
Okay.
some chopper.
That was a different thing.
Yeah. there
This
might
was
have been another.
a ladies riding deal. Well, I'm drawing blanks
Joe
today.
McBride wants a
Hey,
shot.
Rob Scott in the house.
Whoa, Rob. What's up, Rob? Rob will be at the open house.
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Saturday. You better be there. You know.
When are you coming east? That's a good question. We were talking to some people the other day about maybe doing Laconia or something next year in September. So that would take us east.
That would definitely take us
We
east.
also have passed, for the last 3 years, we passed up the Pennsylvania, which would take us that way as going east as well. So we probably need to get that done next year. Because I know McPhee, the guy we taught how to ride a Harley, wants to have us out and explore his own backyard there.
Well, we have a story we're working on, and if it works out, it'll be great. We're going to go into Philadelphia and go to the Fletcher Street Riding Club, which is black urban cowboys with a real rich history.
60 years, I think.
Yeah, and we'll get to talk to the founder, so that'll be pretty cool.
And at the time they did it, there weren't really a lot of houses around. And now there's row houses.
Yeah.
And she was telling us the other day that they actually got granted some part of their park, their big park that they have in downtown Philadelphia, and they're putting in riding stables. And so it's kind of cool to see that happen. And it takes these kids out and shows them how to shoe horses, clean the stalls. I mean, it's a hard work ethic kind of a thing, but show responsibility. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Maybe they'll show us how to shoe a horse.
I know how to shoe a horse.
Well, then you can show us. We'll
It's
do it
been
there.
a long time, probably 7.
That'd be great. So back to Harley Drew real quick.
Yeah.
You know, we're finding these stories of people. Look at Harley Drew on Instagram if you want to see who he is, but he lives in the inner city. His grandfather is in one of the older bike clubs.
Bike club.
And in LA, but he does a lot of things with the schools and teaches young kids how to work on motorcycles and offers us something different, especially nowadays. You know, it's not Nintendo, it's using a wrench. And we dig that. It just helps people think, you know?
I like that. It's not Nintendo. It's using a wrench.
Yeah,
Get outside.
Do they make
something.
Nintendo still?
probably.
No. I had my mic off because I was typing. They might. I don't know.
Is it a throwback thing?
I think they make a handheld Nintendo.
Okay.
Could be a thing.
Huh.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he was on KTLA. He was on national news. He took a bunch of kids into the Harley-Davidson dealership down, showed all the techs, showed them how to wrench. There's people, the testimonials from the kids too. There's, hey, I can't wait. I'd love to build motorcycles. So it helps inspire them to do something right.
I'm going to shoot out a text because I got to find out. I don't want to just not know the names of the brothers from Long Beach.
Why? Where are you going to text?
I'm going to text our buddy.
Google.
I'm going to use what is it on that game show? I'm going to use a
Use a
lifeline.
lifeline. And I'm trying to put up a link to our stream so that Instagram people can tune in.
That would be nice.
That would be nice, right? Just so they know, you know.
So I'm it looks like I'm going to be the host right now. This is what happens every day. These two and their phones is just insane.
I mean,
Actually,
I'm trying to
you've
share
gotten
the link
actually
to
better.
Instagram. I have.
I have. This one is still,
Look at that mess. That's
Well,
me cleaned up
jeez.
too.
I'll just say this.
geez, oh, Pete.
I'll just say this.
What?
If we look at our screen time, I might be lower.
I highly
You know
doubt
what's
that.
funny? I had when I got the new, sometime around getting the new phone and having that, I left my computer on one night when I left, and when I checked my screen time, it said 24 hours.
Oh,
Hey, what
I'm
about
probably
this
the
one?
worst.
Road Rush Nation. I need to hook you guys up with some pros in the NHRA Pro Stock
Yes,
bikes.
please. That would be
oh
rad.
yeah.
That would be insane.
I'll get to some of those comments in a moment, put them up on the screen, just trying to share a little something for,
Giveaways, music,
Internet
bikes,
people.
and more. 2LaneLIVE sent that.
yes,
Excellent.
yes.
Huh.
And where would they find the address of the?
Well, they'd find it at the bottom of the website at 2LaneLIVE.com.
I know because you already put that up there.
Yes.
We're gonna have, it's gonna be fun.
All right, the
This
deed
is
has been done.
interesting.
Let's see here. What else do we got? Let's get some comments real quick. Joe Mack. If you're in Philly, look me up. I'll show you some awesome rides in Chester County outside of Philly. Awesome. Badger bikers, seriously, you guys need to come ride to Wisconsin and hit a great supper club and a couple dive bars in the Driftless area.
We like that.
We like that idea.
Well,
And just a shout out to Keith.
so Joe, a good buddy of ours, he lives in Pottstown, PA.
So I want, who was it that put that up, the supper club? Because I'm not sure everyone knows what a supper club is.
Let's go back there.
We'd love you to explain in the comments what a supper club is, because I'm not sure everyone here, including the young guy to my right, knows what a supper club is.
We know what a speakeasy is, but we don't know what a supper club is.
I'm not going to say.
All right.
But we're getting towards the end of the year here. It's almost Halloween. It's pretty crazy. I kind of look back on this last year. We only fought like 3 times, so that's pretty good, maybe 4. But I think about the rides that we went on.
Wait, did you say fight?
We fought.
Fight? We don't fight.
Yes, we do.
No, we never fight. I'm not going to fight about this shit right now. What are you talking about? We never fight. We don't fight. Just kidding.
These guys.
Oh, we don't fight like that. We just don't talk to each other for days.
We need info on the Breakfast Club or Supper Club.
But you think about how much riding we did this year, right?
Yes.
And how much of it was in weather?
Every bit of it?
80% of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Well, wait.
Like every trip we had weather.
I was going to say, when we were in New Mexico, we had a lot of sunny days, but it rained on
It
us.
rained on us a couple times.
Wow.
Every trip we went on this year, we had some sort of weather.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, we always have weather, but I mean rain or sleet or snow.
So after 2024 arrives, and we hear there's El Nino, are we going to be rained on all year again?
Probably, but we're used to it now.
Yeah. Well,
we got that going for us.
Good thing Thrashin's rain gear's coming out again in November here.
No plug.
Yeah. And we'll have plenty of stock of it.
Let's see. Realtors on a Harley. Hey guys, doing a mini trip from Sacktown next week, staying in Solvang on Monday, visiting Yo Digs on Tuesday. Awesome.
Sounds good.
Right.
Catch you then. And now I've
Those
just
are our
gotten
realtor
lost.
friends.
Yes.
That we still owe rain pants to.
Rain
Yeah.
pants or jackets, something like that.
Sorry, Darren.
Let's see. Inclement weather. What else we got? Yeah, rain, more rain. Oh, there we go.
Where's the supper club?
All right.
There we
The
go.
supper club is like a steakhouse and a speakeasy combined, and add some awesome whiskey, old-fashioned sweets,
Hell yeah,
in a
brother.
beautiful bar on a lake in the Northwoods.
And let me just ask you this. Is it a little bit dark and dingy? Because it needs to be.
Which we need a little smoke in here with a little dingy. We're smoking some cigars, dim the lights, have some different,
You think those would go off
What? Oh,
if we lit up a cigar?
Oh, no. It needs heat. It needs flame. To get the
I don't
rain.
know.
Yeah, you can smoke in here.
Right on.
Rode the tail of the dragon
got it.
during a tropical storm. That was a challenge. I bet it was.
Yes.
Yes. You got a cigar, Lance?
I don't have one.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
I mean, I do have one, but
Yeah.
you know.
We got Eric in the house, 1HD Tech. Speaking of which, October 28th at the Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson dealership. I'm forgetting on the time, but forgive me.
Well,
I've sinned.
HD, tell us again so we can tell.
Yes, but the Ride for Hope, they're doing an event down there. It's gonna be tons of bikes, people, music.
We're judging the show.
We're judging the show.
One of the
All right.
events there. We're going to judge that. It's going to be great. Appreciate that, all that support that goes there. These guys have been running this for what, 5 or 6 years, I think.
Yeah, something like
Something
that.
like that.
Oh, 10 to 4. There we go.
10 to 4.
October 28th,
I
10 to
think
4.
we're doing 11 to 2, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Eric, we need to hook up.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. What else we got? So we're pretty much moved in here. Definitely stoked for the open house part. It's going to be cool to see people, just like Thrashin's thing at Neptune's. Kind of put it out there, see who shows up. Don't expect,
What a turnout.
who knows what to expect. And a ton of people showed up. So it should be cool here.
It was awesome.
Well,
Definitely.
I think we're going to have a lot of people here. It's the first Saturday of the month. It's not the next weekend's Columbus Day or Veterans Day, I should say. So I think we should get a nice turnout. Hopefully, I mean,
It'll be interesting.
if it was just the four of us, Nacho, I mean, we'd have a lot of tacos.
Yeah, and then I guess we can go live and just say, hey, here we are alone. Go
Nobody
live,
showed up.
eating some
Extra
tacos.
You know, I think those lights are a little bit bright.
No, I think
Yeah.
they're great.
But I think there's a dial you can just,
There is, yeah.
you know.
How does it look on your devices out there? Did
Yeah,
we
it's
okay?
kinda-
Are we blown out? What's happening?
We completely switched computers, rewired everything in the last 10 minutes just to get this to work because of that lag we had. So we only got one camera set up. It's a little off, but you know,
But the funny thing is it's working.
it's working. You gotta do what you gotta
I
do.
see Robin, the lady biker. Thank you. Yeah, we're pretty stoked on the new place, but I don't know if I have your right number. I did text you. I was looking for your email address. I want to pass along the conversation that we were having through messaging on Instagram. I've got a contact for you. They're excited. So for the EagleRider ride that you guys are planning on doing when you're coming out here. So let's look at you can actually go a bit brighter. Wow. So
Really? Okay, good to know. I will.
so Robin, if you could just get me your email, I'll get you in contact with Joe and,
So
make it happen.
Real quick.
I got the info because those guys are really cool and we had fun
Okay.
with them. And so it's Aaron and Sean with Suicide Machine Company.
Yeah.
Those guys are badass dudes. They're fun. They are going to be on our live too at some point because they definitely want to be
Yeah,
on.
they
So,
said they'd love to be on it.
so that's what it is. Brain is back.
I just wanted to give.
Well, your
Dwayne-
brain's not back because you had to get it
Well,
from someone.
now it's in charge. It's charged
Oh.
up now, you know.
Wanted to give Dwayne a quick shout out. Sounds like his day could be a little better. Damn, gotta go. Wife is aggro. Time to eat. So be good. If you can't be good, be careful.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Oh, man.
It is cool seeing like the comments live, being able to do this and just see what people are up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We're actually headed up Azusa Canyon.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I've been up there. And we're going to do that this weekend. It's going to be a little bit cooler. There is the bridge to nowhere, right?
Yep.
And you've hiked to that, right?
I have hiked it, and at the time, that was way before the torrential rains we've had recently, and it was still, you're hiking through some waist-deep rivers and whatnot. There's more streams, heavy streams, to get to it, and then here and there, there's a little tie on a tree. Otherwise, there's really not much of a trail in some sections, but you find your way, you get there, and there's people bungee jumping off of it. There's
Jeez.
a full, you can go swimming, there's mountain goats. It's pretty,
And that's the bridge to nowhere.
yeah.
But we're not actually doing the hike. We have too much to do in one day, so we're going to try to get to the end. I looked on the map, and it looks like there's a parking lot at the end that if we could get the drone up, maybe we can see it with the drone.
Could be. It's a
Maybe.
yeah.
I mean, maybe. I mean, if you get high enough, for sure, right?
Right? Why not? And then we'll hop back on the bikes. We'll head back and go up to Mount Baldy, have a little bit of lunch, and then we'll work our way back home. Should
You know
be a fun day ride.
Yeah.
So there's a parking lot, which is where we parked when we did the hike. And then
Trailhead. Yeah.
Trailhead, and then you hike this way. You know, miles. I think it's 5 or 6 miles each way. But I believe there's a road that goes. I should give them a shout out for someone that bought a shirt. I believe there's a road that goes that's a couple hundred feet above the
There
bridge.
is.
So we might. It's a 2-lane. I don't even think it has shoulders. We might be able to get up there just to get some shots of the bridge to cover that. So
So I
Is
was
anyone-
messaging with someone and they said it's paved, that upper road, and it goes back quite a ways.
All right.
It doesn't go all the way to the bridge, but I think
Gotcha.
if we get up there, we'll be able to shoot the drone up.
well, it's a great road.
Yeah.
I've driven it. It's fun.
Maybe we can hike from there.
No, 'cause now you're down.
It's pretty much a
It's-
cliff.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Has anyone been there? Has anyone seen the bridge to nowhere? I mean, that sounds like it was built and never used.
I think it was built to be a continuation of the San Gabriel Pass or something along
Yeah.
those lines. And then resources changed or some other trade route changed and it just stopped.
I think they were going to connect it into Wrightwood.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Something like that. And I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, could be mistaken, but I think convicts were building it.
It's cheap labor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
Robin the lady biker.
So I would just, Teresa's birthday is the 15th of October, so I just want to wish her a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Teresa.
Actually, I just want to open a beer, but
Go back and watch the drop we had yesterday. Teresa and Laura are in it a lot. They had a really good, they love Canada. There are wings. They fly on the back of the bike. Their arms are always up. They're, so they're having a good time back there.
Yeah, it was funny. We had a comment yesterday because yesterday's episode was that continuation of the Canada series, and the prior series was Sturgis. Obviously, we film out there for a week, and those videos drop 6-7 weeks. Some guys like, man, I can't keep up with these guys. They were in Sturgis last week, and now they're in Canada. But it was cool from an editing standpoint to kind of get back to something that we kind of filmed quite some time ago.
Yeah.
That was just epic, right? Because recently we've gone on some smaller trips, done some other media things outside of the channel. And then just getting back to that, just boom, good times.
Yeah.
And you were saying some of the footage for next week is just as insane. I mean, that drive from Winthrop into Seattle, I mean, that was crazy as well.
Well, we spent time in Winthrop.
My gosh.
Cool. I can't wait to share that with you guys.
And on that trip, I mean, sometimes how it goes, at least leaving from here, home base, if we're going on like a 10-day or an 8-day trip, the last day usually isn't the most exciting because we're just freewaying back. So we were kind of just used to that, under that impression. And then sure enough, we get on, I think, Washington 20, the North Cascades Highway. Insane, incredible. You're still getting that blue water that you see in Canada. Just crazy elevation change. There's one shot that I'm really stoked for people to see. We're making this downhill sweeping left turn. I'm shooting backwards, and you guys are coming downhill, obviously. And just in the background behind you, there's just giant, jagged, gray mountain structures, and next to us are the trees. It's just rad.
Well, we were blessed to go do that, and I think the girls had a great time. I'm excited to see next week's, just to see what you're talking about, because I'd like to go back at some point, I sure would.
Yep.
We have so much fun stuff ahead of us, and I love all the journeys we go on. But it's like there's always something in the back. There's something on the back of my head just saying, I can't wait till next year's Sturgis. I just have so much fun there, but I love everything that we do, and I don't want to push time, because when you push time, you just get older quicker. But I love that.
I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What is cool is we've had so many people like on the live, and we've got some real cool people lined up, and almost every one of them that are in another state, like, hey, come out, let's go ride. And I think part of the cool thing about Sturgis is that we're with a group, we're with like-minded people. We're actually hitting the road with a group of people, and doing something like that. Hopefully we get to that in the coming year with some other people around the country, it's a whole new thing.
Right. Right.
I mean, I dig Sturgis, but I think it's a little different for us now. What hasn't changed for me is the ride getting there.
Right.
Yep.
And what hasn't changed for me is when we're sitting in a house and we pull out the barbecue and we chill out. Those things are incredible. But what has changed a little bit is now we're doing meet and greets. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're full of meet and greets, which is part of our obligation, but it's just we don't get the riding time that we used to get.
Well, I think next year we're going to we're kind of in the works of a little ride where we're going to do something with Thrashin and end up at Outlaw Square.
We could.
And maybe that's our only meet and greet we do.
Maybe. But, we've got to make sure our peeps are taken care of too. So someone just commented.
Cope's Corner. Yeah, I went on a ride with him. He had a 83. Oh, the AC turned off. I freaked out. All the sound went away in my mic. He has a sick FXR he picked up, drove out somewhere, picked it up, drove home. But it sounds like he busted his ankle recently. So
that's not good.
He'll be back, and then we'll hit another ride up.
Just do your therapy and eat right, get some sleep, heal that sucker up.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm reading. So the 2LaneLIVEs are troopers. Yep, they sure are. And then random stuff with Joe. I made it into the Sturgis video on Keystone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe.
Joe in the house.
Well, hey, we meet people on the road, we're filming. You're in the video for sure.
Wife and I enjoy wives episodes. It motivates the wife to go when she has been reluctant. That's cool to hear. We get that a lot. The girls get that too.
Yeah.
And it's funny, at the 120th, we had to go do some things. We went and test rode the new bikes, and they went and did their own thing, and they were getting stopped, and people were saying, "Hey, we love when you guys are on, and you guys are troopers." And
Oh, it's the Boston guy. I remember. Red shirt, I think he was wearing.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
Laura told me last night she's kind of jonesing for a little run somewhere. So
she made Jones for another year.
no, she wants to kind of maybe go get some apple pie up in Julian with us.
All right.
I don't think so.
The man's on a quest for apple pie.
Yeah, well, we'll find it there for sure,
Yes.
even if it's canned apples.
Yep, that's me, red shirt.
Oh,
yeah,
the
buddy.
AC sound is coming through on the audio?
It
Really?
probably was, and
Yeah.
now it's way more noticeable that it's,
Yeah.
Not there.
yeah. I changed.
Okay, we'll have to figure that out.
Good to know.
We're going into winter now, so it might not be as hot in here.
He said, "That's me, red shirt."
I've been enjoying the crisp rides in the morning.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Vest and the short sleeve.
I feel like we never really had a super hot.
It
For a
wasn't.
couple weeks, it was 100 plus.
It was.
Last
And
week
that
was
was
a
it.
little hot.
I was looking forward to just a t-shirt and half shell riding weather just to the office. Never really came.
Well, Sunday on our ride day that we're going to go do this thing, it is supposed to be 90. It's kind of heating up again for next week.
Nice.
I'm not
And
going.
we pushed it back a week because of the heat. Kind of.
Well, it was a
Partly.
little hot. It was 100.
Yeah, we could have done it.
Yeah.
We didn't push it back. Didn't someone have to go horseback riding? It wasn't us.
Yeah. Seems like Jay is perpetually on low fuel light. Yeah. Oh, I thought he meant like my current energy, right? My energy, yeah, right now, but
Well,
my
he's
bike
saying that
for sure.
perpetually.
Yeah. Myself, I'm perpetually exhausted, and my bike is perpetually out of gas. But hey, what are you going to do?
If you don't go, you won't know.
Right.
2LaneLIVE Cafe.
Exactly.
No, look.
Where's your logo?
Logo. So much for
Okay.
brand representation. Right? Can't believe it.
What
Right
hat
here.
do you have on?
This was my
Nashville,
buddy
Tennessee.
out of Nashville has a little Last Call Racing Co. brand. So it's actually pretty rad. They
Yeah,
got
that's pretty cool.
this might be something. I think Lance is doing these in one of his helmets, but it's got a little mesh separator there, and I'm assuming you could store certain items in there as well.
Wait, is that a helmet or hat?
This is
You said it was a helmet.
I say helmet again, perpetually on low fuel. I'll get a good night's sleep eventually.
Is that perpetual motion?
I don't
Yes.
think I'm storing anything in that app.
No.
No. Well, I guess it's time to sign off. We're just boring as hell today.
No, we're just having a nice chat. We got our friends with us,
You guys need a Red Bull deal. We do. That gives me energy just thinking about it.
These give you energy.
They give you.
They really do.
Do you guys ever ride with viewers, or is it too risky? We have in the past. We've had in the early days before we had, the business we do now. Sometimes, it's all. There is a risk involved, but
There's just a ton of liability, and unfortunately, it's not generally driven through the viewer. It's going to be driven through the insurance company or an attorney that gets involved, and so we've just kind of taken the tack that we don't do ride-alongs, but we are working with EagleRider to do a 2LaneLIVE ride that would be like every year, Wild West, and come ride with Lance and I and Josh and do a 5 or 6 day run and go have some fun together and restaurants and do the whole deal.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing.
yeah. And part of it's just difficult. It is great fun what we do. But when it's just the three of us and we're filming, it's kind of nonstop. It's not really always what it looks like in the videos where it's just ride, enjoying. We do stop quite a bit. We are on a very tight schedule most days. Stop, film, eat, charge this, that, get in late, that sort of thing.
And a little bit of crazy riding.
And a little bit of crazy riding.
But the thing is on that is like we all know each other's riding ability and talents and how we ride together. We read each other's minds very easy. When we go with the Thrashin guys, our Sturgis people. We all sync. I mean, even when we went to New Mexico, we had a bunch of different riders, and they're all good riders, but you have to watch them for a little bit on the road and understand their movements. And it's
But I'll give you an example, and these are people that we know. So on the way out to Sturgis this year, Duper wasn't calmed. Luke was a little calmed. I don't know what the hell was going on with
I
him.
think he just didn't want to talk to us.
And then on the way back, Evan and Harry were not calm.
Yep.
And so we're yelling in the comms, slow down, and they can't hear what's going on.
Right.
So it's hard to kind of bring everyone in together and ride safely and do the right things, because generally speaking, there's a camera in someone's hand at any given time.
And the thing is we use Cardos and we talk to each other, and a lot of watch your back. Someone's turning left. They're slowing down up front. I mean, we have a synchronicity that is awesome. And once you get that and you know each other and you're riding, you feel like fighter pilots together.
It is cruising. It's pretty.
It's awesome.
Put up goatee on the go. Down below two or three. Right here. Congrats on the new facility. Thank you, sir. You're my must-see TV on Wednesday nights. Thank you for the entertainment.
Thank
That's
you
awesome.
for watching. And a quick shout out to Kyle Klein. I believe I talked to him on the phone this morning because he ordered a Highwayman Tour step-up seat with a matching Highwayman style sissy bar backrest. But his question is, and that shipped out today, as fast as you guys ride, do you ever get pulled over? Our luck has been good, but our recent pullover was in.
We only had one really pullover that I can remember,
Sturgis.
and we were actually only going 45 in a 40.
Oh yeah, that was this year.
We didn't get a ticket. He was cool. He gave us
No,
some
we're doing
badges.
60 and a 40.
We were doing 100 and a 40.
No, we're doing 60. We were talking on the comms, and it's like, hey, there goes a cop, and it's like, what? Next thing you know, there's lights behind us.
I think he was really cool though, and he actually just wanted to see our bikes.
No, he was not happy. And then we hit him with, hey, we do that.
Yeah.
And he took us to the station and not in handcuffs and got us 3 patches, and they're sitting on our wall right now.
So really, no, to answer your question, we've been very fortunate, and believe me, a lot of the roads that we're hitting in the middle of nowhere, you're going 100 consistently. So we've been very fortunate.
Yeah, there's Kyle. Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.
Road to Nowhere says, got to have the comms on group rides, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Safety factor and awareness are so great.
Oh, yeah.
This
Well,
looks
we've
like
tried them all, and we love the Cardo Edge.
They're just
great.
nothing like it.
They're
Like,
great.
But we joke around in the comms a lot. And one of the things that we all do is you'll be like, hey, we're going, 90 miles an hour down the road. And one of us will go, hey, you guys watch my back. I'm going to take a nap for a few minutes. And,
just touch my bar
The
real
one
quick.
guy say, G-Man says he's the friend that tells you beer is like water.
Yeah, something like that.
Hydrates you.
yeah.
Something side. This looks like a legit podcast studio. Is there a 2LaneLIVE podcast on the way? This is kind of our version of the podcast. We do have most, if not all, of our lives uploaded to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all that stuff. We're getting this. We're working on this. It's almost there. We just got to figure out some wiring and audio, the camera stuff, and then we'll be looking pretty good.
Well, and I think, if we were to do this more professionally, we would record these things, and we would have a little bit more structure to them in some regard. But we like doing it live and being out here and seeing the comments that come in and interacting with the audience. So it's a little different than maybe regular podcasts like Joe Rogan.
I mean, we're partying with.
Yeah, like you said, structure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that could be a thing down the line where maybe we do record them. There is some software available that if you record it with multiple cameras, you can actually let the software edit it for you, which is a thing. But like you said, it's cool to interact with people, talk to the people that support us. And
we shoot the shit, and generally with the guest, it's very comfortable and good conversations. We've had some great people over the last couple of years. But if you really want a laugh, go to our first live that we did. You'll come unhinged.
Yeah.
Love the new studio. Put up Jat Moto. Up one.
Well, we have
Yeah.
some cool guests ahead of us on scheduling and going to happen. So I can't wait to have you guys join us on that.
All right, JST Moto. Thanks, man.
And Badger Biker said, if you could interview anyone you want, who would it be
Anyone I want.
that we could have on the podcast? I think we got some bangers on the way.
Oh, we got some big ones. We've had some great ones
Uh-huh.
in the past, and we're going to have some great ones again. I mean,
Next week, it's Cody.
Hey, it's Cody. Is that
Yeah.
next?
Yep.
Next week?
Next week.
Oh, I gotta
Check out
flyer
Hey, it's
now.
Cody on Instagram. She was in Breaking Bad. She's an actress, but she just did Route 66. She rides motorcycles. She's going to be a great show next week. That'll be great.
I mean, who would we interview? I think we've been so blessed in the people that we've had. And they're all different walks of life, whether
Yeah.
it's female writers, whether it's just GQ, whether it's, Jen's father.
I was just going to say
That was a great
That was rad.
But who would we want? It's just like someone, they always ask us, what's our favorite trip? We have all of them end up being our favorite because we have a good time on it. Also, anyone that we decide to get on our live, it always turns out to be fun for us. So I don't know. That's a hard question.
Robin says if we could make it happen, we could have a room full of Aussie women.
We can make it happen.
Like that.
20 of you.
We can do that if you guys can make it happen on your end, right?
Paul says, let's
Yogurt.
interview Yogurt. Current count is 20 of us. I don't know if we could fit 20 in here, but maybe we'll just put up a boom
But
mic.
I think
in
they'd be in Australia.
No, they're
coming out here.
Oh,
They're doing that big tour.
we can do some bleacher setup in here.
I was going to say, just stack people up.
Keanu Reeves about Arch motorcycles. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Hard to find him, but
we tried.
we'd love
did.
to have him on there.
I did see an issue. I was telling Lance, I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast the other day, and there's this dude, Steve something, out of Simi Valley, who has this, I'm guessing, world-renowned classic car building shop. And yeah, it wouldn't hurt to try and get him. He just did the biggest podcast in the world, but he is out of Simi.
We have,
where Galen lives.
It'd be a fun one with Jay Leno. I mean, we went and did
Yeah, right.
a video thing with him at his garage. If he was sitting here, it'd be a comedian show.
I was going to say, Jay, it'd be
a talk
fun.
show.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe,
Norman Reedus.
I don't know, Tom Brady,
That'd be great.
or maybe Joe Rogan.
That would be good. How hard would it be to get the 2-lane wides on here?
I think we could probably find a way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question,
Then have to
honestly.
take him to dinner after.
Right.
It's like, okay.
We'd have to hang out with them.
Well, it becomes an expense. It's like,
What if they make dinner and bring it in?
okay.
Or we make dinner and bring it in?
Mashed potatoes on the mics.
Yeah. Little scarfing going on.
Yeah. Thanks, SoCal Squatch. Our boy Ralph
No,
actually
Rogan.
brought us a kegerator for the studio.
Yes.
And by the way, your oil and your fairing kit is here. It's waiting for you.
Come on by.
So he's going to be at our open house, right?
Yes, he will be cooking chili.
He's doing the chili.
I might need some green chili, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm looking at the board. We're talking like Maggie Hicks, her and Justin want to get on something. We've got
Yeah.
Harley Drew. We've got, you've been talking to Rooster a little bit. Hey, it's Cody.
The medicine wheel ride.
That's a wonderful lady we met in New Mexico that is in South Dakota, and they have a ride that they do for children that are abducted, and they're trying to find them, and so they raise all this money to help that, and kind of a tear-jerking, wrenching story. So I can't wait to get her on.
She wants to
And
be on
love to do a ride with her in South Dakota, maybe.
But I
something
think we're
happens.
doing the ride.
I know.
with her in South Dakota in Sturgis time.
So it could happen.
Yeah.
This would be a funny one. John Cole says, bring on Killa. Get Danielle on here.
You know what? I thought about that
You
before.
know?
Danielle?
Conversation would flow.
Yeah, that would be a little bit R-rated, I think.
We can do it.
Yes.
We can handle it. We're going to get her on there. I thought about her
Jesse
before.
James.
Yeah.
We rode with her when we rode with Laidlaw. And she really knows how to ride.
Dude,
And there was one point where Josh and her broke off from the pack and were ripping down the height.
At night.
Yeah, we were going like undisclosed, triple digits. And I think at the time I didn't have my full fairing in the front. So my weight distribution was not quite ideal. I think my tire pressure was a little off. So she just flies by me. Her feet are like up on the primary, like one hand on the bars. And I'm just fighting for dear life to keep up. And we're getting tired, but it was sick. We get off at the gas station, wait like 10 minutes. You guys pull up.
Right.
That was before.
Come on.
Jerome.
Well, because we had
11 minutes.
How many were there? 15 of us?
I know, but I was yelling in the comment him before we cracked up. I'm like, you have to get off at this exit.
We got off. We
They
got
got
off.
off on the wrong side of the
What
street.
did you say?
Whoa.
We got off at the correct
This is a
exit.
family show.
But yeah, apparently.
Oh, I just want to know where he got off.
Screwballs.
Exit 73.
Well, so wait a minute. He got off and we were only 10 minutes behind?
Whoa.
Whoa. So what? 1 minute, Willie?
Hey, settle down, homie. 30 seconds at least.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right.
We'll get back to a clean. Do you want to hear a
Come on.
dirty joke?
Sure.
The pig fell in the mud.
Whoa, dirty. Ba-boom.
Oh,
Motley Crew guys all ride and have custom choppers. I appreciate everyone's optimism with,
yeah. Scale of guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
We can get it,
Yeah.
Well, we are trying to get a person in.
Yeah. Let's leave that a surprise until we got it locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's tall, though.
Yeah. We might
Like
have to
6'8".
raise the ceiling a little bit.
You know what? And he wants to come in the studio.
Yeah, he wants to be here.
He said, when I'm in town, I want to come into your studio. That would be
So we
gnarly.
give him one hint
Yeah.
when he's in town, when he's not on tour.
Yeah.
That's it.
Don't let anything slip.
No.
It would be cool to have Paul Tuttle Sr. on.
Can you make that happen? You talk to him once
Yeah,
in a
we've
while.
talked through some Instagram. I could reach out to him.
Do it.
Yeah,
Let's
why
do it, man.
You
Why
don't
not?
know if you don't ask. Next
Next shirt.
t-shirt idea.
Have fun with Suicide Circle in Long Beach.
I'm not familiar, but we'll have to look into it. Do you know what that is?
No.
I know there's a really sketchy traffic circle in Long Beach off Cherry where my brother used to live. Other than that, I don't know.
Are they talking about the
There's probably
the suicide machine company?
could be.
They had a Bigfoot sighting in
Bigfoot.
SoCal. I saw a video in Colorado. And
He showed us a video.
did you see it?
Oh,
Where
I
he's
saw
walking
it.
on
I
the-
was squatted down.
Yeah. So I was in a costume and I did that to see, Has anyone seen Bigfoot out there?
Don't question Ralph.
I want to know if anyone's seen
What was he
Bigfoot.
telling us the other day?
Oh, there's a place in Colorado where you can go camp. That right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go camping, and they
They won't come out while you're at the
if
fire.
you stay out all night, you won't see them. If you go in your tent, they'll.
So once everyone's in their tents, he said they'll hop the tent or punch the tent or
Well, why don't they want to meet us? Shake hands. How's it going, guys?
I
I
think-
feel like we're pretty good dudes, and they should want to come and shake paws with us.
I mean, if we kind of walk like them, maybe
Yeah,
we can get
I
them
would
to,
Yeah.
you never know.
Lots of Bigfoots up in Washington State.
we've
All
heard
right.
that.
I believe Mad Mac is on the other side of the border up there on the west coast of Canada.
But if they can communicate with us and we call them Bigfoot, would we offend them? What if they don't want to be called Big? What if they don't identify as a Bigfoot?
That's very true. Maybe that's why they don't exist, because they stopped identifying.
Oh, Rabbit Hole Adventures in Colorado.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's
There
what
it
it
is.
is.
All right.
That's a plug for Rabbit Hole. That's going to cost you, what, 100 grand? Because we have so many
Right?
people
Leave
that
some
are so
beers
involved.
outside the tent. Yep.
Oh,
I want to do a ride sometime with you guys. Yo. PCH Lakewood Boulevard in Los Gatos is diagonal. Okay.
Boom.
yes. Okay. We'll stay away from that.
So you are having trouble looking across the way over there.
I'm like, my eyes are focusing on these super bright lights above the TV.
How are my old eyes so good? Because you know why?
Don't say
LASIK and beer.
LASIK and
helps
beer.
the
I'm
blood flow.
2010 right now.
There
Good
you go.
name for MC Club, Bigfoot Motorcycle Club. Yeah.
Oh,
Big fella is what I call it.
Coming from Mad Max.
So-
yes, thank you.
thank you for the
Yes.
comment there. So really the end of the year here, we kind of get to this every year, but we get generally enough footage and then we don't have to do as much towards the end of the year. We can spend a little more time in the studio, but we do have a couple rides coming up. We should probably take the gals on the painted out to the Petrified and down. Maybe we'll see if Morenci or that area get down into there. That would be probably one longer ride. And then the rest is just like this Big Bear thing we did this weekend. We're doing this 1 day thing. We do need at least one or two more rides because we do need to finish off the year, right?
We need to start the year too.
We do. And so, we'll think about that. But I mean, what's the opinion out there if we took December off? Can you guys share with us what you think? Is that
You mean
something?
not drop a video?
Yeah.
Or just do, I know one that a lot of people are going to look forward to is at least a shop tour. And even if we film a little bit of the event, I don't know, that could be an option. Depends on how we do
we
it.
have traveled every month since January of
Yeah.
2020.
Well,
So I'm just saying, we're all worried about the algorithms and those kind of things. You can't control them anyway, so why worry about it? So maybe we give ourselves a month off where it's just if we want to go on a personal ride or we want to go hang out somewhere, cool. But is it a month off and it doesn't hurt our channel? I don't know, but I'd love to.
We double
hear from
down on our
these.
marketing,
So
on the
that's-
store.
there's a question for you from Galen, but then here's another thing that we've talked about. I'd like to see each one of us go on a little journey separately, capture the footage. Josh edits it. We have 3 weeks of videos, but it's going to be a personal story of where he goes, and he won't tell anyone where he goes. And he does his trip, he films it, he talks.
Oh, no.
Same thing over there, same thing here. And we bring 3 different videos to you guys of going solo
I don't
for
want to go
overnight.
solo.
And the kicker,
But it'd be kind of
filming
dope.
on only a GoPro or an iPhone.
Would you guys dig that?
I don't want to go solo.
Really?
No, I don't like that.
I think it'd be a
like
really
that.
cool thing.
Actually, I probably would like it
Yeah.
It's pretty
because
cool.
you guys stopped drinking with me. So
But-
I could go do my own thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But we each have a story that we could tell and bring it back, and it'd be very interesting to put
That'd
that
be cool.
together.
I think it'd be interesting for a lot of people that have, one, either started to do long distance because of watching our videos that may or may not have a group they ride with and love it solo or love it with a group, or just for anyone that hasn't done.
And it doesn't have to
solo
be
trip.
long distance.
No.
You could go to freaking
We laugh at.
to Santa Maria if you want.
I'll drink with you, bud. Great idea. Oh my God. Don't buy into this bullshit.
Well, I love solo. He loves solo rides.
Yeah. Well,
Yogurt did a.
I'll drink with you, bud. I'd be down to watch.
what if mine was only like 30 seconds long though?
It wouldn't be.
It was just,
You have a lot to say.
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Hi.
Does anyone think he doesn't have a lot to say after watching our videos? We all have a lot to say.
I thought you had the reel, those teeth in already. Yeah.
So I've been thinking about that for a long time. So
Well, we need a Christmas show at least.
Yes.
Pre-record maybe, but someone up there said, you guys have given us so much. Take a little time off.
that's nice.
That's
Thank
pretty
you.
cool.
But you know what? You finished an edit today that's going to be used on a platform. But you know what? After I watched it, I thought that could be a drop that's already done. And after,
Yeah.
it's a really nice little. We're all talking. It's great.
I mean, part of it too is like we have so much video content from, like you said, like 100 trips in the past 4 years, or if not more, whatever it is. That there's other things we could do, like sharing a concept, like our tips on this, the best roads here, the best. I mean, of all this video, we could still be putting out videos without traveling, but I don't know. I
But
mean,
we're all.
I'm just saying, like, we take a month off for a minute.
I mean, a week before and after New Year's. Oh yeah, I'd love to go
Just-
dirt bike
just-
and not edit in a
but then
trailer.
get things lined up so that you can do that. And then because, at the end of the day, January starts and we got to have content.
Yep.
It's like,
So we already need more content.
I know.
Well, I start next week's edit tonight, so at least we'll be doing
Right.
that.
Well, and we're not even putting in this conversation the things that we're going to be doing for Harley and EagleRider, and then next year, right? We're busy forever.
Yeah,
So we can take a week off.
we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we always do. We've been very consistent, and you prided on being consistent, never missing a drop.
I'm super proud of that. I don't think many people can say that. And I think Robin signed off, but even her move to like Australia and that she couldn't. And it's tough, and you have to, especially when you're first starting, right?
Yeah.
They want consistency, and I think we've proven that.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're also talking to someone that moved into the complex, into our old building, and we're not at the level that he's at, obviously, but he got to a point where it's like, I can drop, like the person we were talking about, I'm going to drop a really just intense video once a month.
Yep.
But we're cowboys. We like to travel. We like to get out on the horses and go see the country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And if we're out having fun and things are really great, we always
Why
want
not
to capture it. Yeah.
That's
that's
equilibrium.
the hard part.
Yogurt says him and Paul will run the show in December.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's Cope's Corner.
What I'd like to do one time too is like go on a trip, us three, and have another guy with us that's filming and capturing a lot of all three of us.
Alex said he's already down. And
Who?
Zach said he's already down.
Yes. I mean, catch the three amigos ripping somewhere and having fun. And on that trip, Josh and I'll make a deal. We'll drink with you.
Oh, yeah.
You'll have like a glass of red wine. When did that start?
If each of you picked one reissue that is 3 weeks. Oh, like a reissue, like a re-release of a video. That could be cool.
Yeah.
We could drop an old video.
That's true.
Yeah. We have them. We have an archive. We have the files.
Man, even looking at videos from like less than a year ago, I'm just like, oh, I can't believe I didn't fix that. Oh, I
Look
can't
at
believe-
F3. I enjoy weekly short 15, 30-minute videos. I mean, he's right there with us.
Oh, man.
Morning coffee routine. Yep. I mean, that's
Cool.
that's us, man. That's it. for
Well, we're
sure.
coming up on the hour, so I don't know what else you want to talk to these fine people at the end.
I don't know, but I think this was actually just a really casual, fun
It
time.
was casual. It was cool.
We had a good time. You guys were awesome. It was great.
I want to see the editing skills with Josh. We'll do some more. What is the one guy? He wants. Badger wants Juan to teach me how to wheelie. I can teach Juan how to wheelie. What are you talking about?
Juan got good with it though.
Yep.
Moto rides. I wish I had the editing skills Josh has. I would do more rides filming.
Moto
was
rides.
once-
I have an answer for you. I have an answer. You come and hang out with Galen and I, and we'll teach you.
Yeah.
Because we taught Josh
taught
everything
me.
he knows.
At one point, I didn't even know how to edit a video whatsoever.
You didn't even know how to turn your iPhone off.
That's a lie.
Yeah. What?
When the first video we saw that you had edited that.
I know. I'm the point before that. Before I said, hey, I want to mess around with cameras. Like
So
there was
that's when it all started.
that's all. No, I'm just saying.
Were
There's
you just shooting like weddings?
weddings, events, vacations, just shit for fun. I never planned on it.
Weddings were fun.
No,
It paid.
weddings. I mean, the weddings, the
Yeah.
graduation stuff, the events, the concerts, stuff like that. Yeah, that pays. Or the brand stuff. Yeah, that pays you. But when you're at that level where people are even probably paying you more than they should because you're still learning, it's like still fun because it was all new.
You're
I mean,
right,
it's still
right.
fun. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, you can't get better if you don't start.
So by the time we met you,
Yeah.
you had done some YouTube background on kind of how to edit.
How to edit?
Yeah, how to produce a decent quality edit.
I didn't do any like how-to videos.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't have a channel or anything.
I know, but how did you produce that? So you're You
When you
sent,
met me, I was well on my way past the point I'm talking about. He's saying, "Oh, I wish I
I
had the
understand
skills."
that. I'm just saying, like, when we saw the first edit that you did, that
Oh yeah,
it was a drone shot. It was
Yeah.
a campfire scene. It was,
Yeah,
and it was pretty cool stuff.
since then I've refined.
Yes,
those
I know
skills.
you have
It took a
layers.
long.
You've got like a big old layer cake.
It took a long time to get to that point, but you can't. I mean, I know, like you can go to school. Obviously, I didn't go to school for that stuff, but it just.
It's okay to
you
talk
learn-
about yourself
yeah.
for a minute.
You learn by doing. You know.
You learn by doing.
Every video that we put out every week, I learn something new. So that's 52 weeks a year for almost 4 years. I'm learning something new every week.
2LaneLIVE, 4
You know,
years.
every time you try something new, like film photography taught me so much having to do with composition for video, for color, for lighting, for everything, because you're so limited as to your controls. And prime lenses, that's another thing, like not having a zoom lens, that teaches you a ton about composition.
So what's our new vibe?
Our new vibe is I like to make it feel as if people were there. Not
Yeah.
too overproduced, not too overplanned. Because our whole thing has been, hey, we're going on trips, you're going to come along with us. Yeah, we're going to do some higher production value stuff with partners and do a little more like what I would call storytelling, where it's planned out, a storyboard, shall we say. But like our vibe is just keeping it simple, having fun.
All right, let me ask
Shooting.
you a different question. What have you been getting into recently with cameras?
Film?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got this kind of new vibe that's got this, I'd
Yeah.
call it 1970s kind of
Yeah.
old classic film
I think
coloring and right.
I mean, that's all cinematography goes back to film, which I think is pretty interesting. But I wish I could put my brain on the exact words. There's subjective and objective, right? It's like when you are shooting more, I could be totally botching this. Hopefully you guys will follow what I'm trying to say.
Don't give them all the trade secrets up.
When you're shooting digital, everything can be so perfect. You can take 30 shots in a second and edit the perfect one. And you have so much bit depth with your color, with the giant sensor, all this stuff. Hey, Paul.
Paul,
Yeah.
good job.
That it's almost like you're chasing, maybe not chasing, but it's after perfection. It's about the quality of the pixels in the image, not the quality of the story being told in the image. Whereas with film, you look at a picture that's from a disposable camera, for example. It's got a plastic lens. It's got 35 millimeter film, which already isn't of high resolution. All you did was wind it. Man, that's a cool moment. You took a picture. And looking at that, like if you think back to a memory when you were a kid, riding your little mini bike, whatever, that image in your mind, does it resemble some crisp, clear, sharp, you know exactly what it looks like? Or does it resemble something more along the lines of like a blurry film picture?
Well, it reminds me of when you say that, I ran my mini bike into the sheriff's house at the end of the street when my governor was not
Yeah.
on, and that was a blur.
That was a blur.
That was a
He
blur.
kicked my ass all the way
But
down the
anyway,
street.
we do have fun.
Yeah.
And Josh has gotten really intense over the years. He knows our personalities. He knows what he wants to catch. We all kind of know what we want to do. We kind of work together as this team when we're out filming and when we come back. And Josh has this palette and he gets creative and goes to town.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's intense too, but I think there's a passion behind the creative work that's being put out, and I don't think he wants to settle for second best stuff.
He does.
I mean, it's the bane of his existence sometimes, but we are the benefactors of it, and it's been an interesting 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Well, we put together this team that has a vision and a goal, and we're doing stuff we really love, and it works fun. We have fun filming too. There's a lot of laughing going. We should have a behind the scenes video of us fucking up and just, the stuff we deal with would be funny. But anyway,
well done, mate.
well done.
Thanks, Doc.
Cheers to Josh.
So with that, Paul's leaving, the bike's firing up. I'd love to hear that in the background.
Right. See, we have everyone who works here rides here. So that's a cool thing. We got a lot of great stuff ahead. Guests are going to be coming out of the woodwork in the next few months.
Scuba Steve.
So
Whoa.
keep watching. Hey, Scuba.
I just put it on the screen. I didn't even see it. Shout out to Scuba, the only man on the planet with a
Go
2-lane
check
live
out our
tattoo.
last video from yesterday. Awesome stuff.
Scuba.
And
Thank you, Squatch.
That's for you, Scuba.
don't forget, keep an eye on our Instagrams. We're going to have all the information on our open house. We got a lot of great stuff. Love sharing it with you guys. Is that it? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tell your friends.
Could you talk for like 2 minutes so I can give people info on the screen?
Yeah, and also
Screenshot this.
just as a reminder, if you can get here, the grand opening, November 4th,
Boom.
like 12 to 4, got to get here, come out, check us out, get some pictures. We'll have some tacos. We'll put out kind of the logistics of all of that. And also, hey, you can have some homemade chili.
And we're going to have several giveaways for the folks that show up here.
But I don't think we're going to have beer.
Well,
We're figuring that part out.
Yeah, it's a big liability.
that's a
Another
big deal.
liability thing.
But you know what? Hey, we can still have a good time,
Of course.
you know?
You and Josh still do, right?
So, hey, is that it? You good?
Well, with that, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of 2LaneLIVE and the new 2LaneLIVE Life headquarters that we're, getting her done. This episode is brought to you by EagleRider Motorcycle Rentals and Tours. You want to take a trip, you want to fly somewhere and hop on a bike, EagleRider, baby. 2LaneLIVE.com, hit the EagleRider tab and see how we can save you some coin.
With that, we'll see you
Down the road.
And, and
Did you just fart?
No.
all right.